Welcome to video lecture series on optical communication. I am Kanakadurga from St. Peter's Engineering College, working as an associate professor in EC department. I want to discuss on signal attenuation in optical fibers. So, what's the signal attenuation and the distortions in the optical fibers? Mainly, the things are when we are transmitting the signal is going to be have some of the losses. Whatever the signal we have transmitted at the input power is different with the what the power we are going to get the output. So nothing but it shows we have lost some of the signal strength or the information of the signal. So those type we are going to comes under across of losses. Losses are going to be occurs mainly due to the attenuation and distortions of the concept. Attenuation is nothing but the signal characteristics will not be changed, but the amplitude of the signal is going to be reduced. When comes to the distortion, the signal characteristics are going to be changed, not totally, some the characteristics are going to be changed, like the spreading of the signal is going to be occur. Due to that, delay is going to be increases, interference going to be happened. If I am going to send the two signals in the same optical fiber cable, then the signal are going to be collide to each other. So this happens with respect to the attenuations and the distortions of the thing. Okay, if you observe the performance, mainly the attenuation and distortions of dispersions, we are going to say that attenuation, if you observe the signals, two signals has been that when you send through the optical fiber, due to the attenuation property, the strength of the signal is going to be reduced. When comes to that dispersion or distortion over here, in that the two signals are going to be sent through the dispersion or distortion, the spreading of the signal has been occurred and two signals has been collide to each other, nothing but the interference has been occurred. In this area, the total information we have been in this area, we lost the total information over here in the case. So attenuation within the optical fiber usually expressed in terms of a logarithmic unit in terms of a decibel. Mainly the attenuation we observed, the strength of the signal is going to be reduced, the characteristics going to be remained same. So we have to concentrate what is the, suppose this is an optical fiber cable. This is an optical fiber cable. I am going to apply the input power and I am going to estimate what is the output power. Normally the output power is going to be less due to the losses with respect to the input power. This type of the phenomena we are going to be called it as a attenuation. The characteristics should be same, but we are going to measure the attenuation property in terms of logarithmic unit, that is decibels. Decibel, which is used to comparing two power levels which may be defined for particular optical wavelength, to the ratio of output power P naught to the fiber of the input power. And if you want to go for logarithmics in terms of kilometers, we have to take it out the ratio. Nothing but in this attenuation, normally it will be equals to P naught divided by pi, if I have to measure in terms of decibels only. So for that we have to apply the logarithmic. So this will be the attenuation of fiber loss. I am applying the input of power with respect to P naught of my milliwatt and PL after traveling with certain distance of length, the power has been reduced, nothing but the signal strength is decreased. So PL will be equals to P naught of e power of minus alpha P of L, where P of Z we can able to measure P naught into e to the power of minus alpha of P of Z, where the parameter of alpha P is called fiber attenuation coefficients in units. For the example of 1 kilometer. If it goes for 1 kilometer, I am going to measure in terms of decibel per kilometer. For that we are applying the 10 log per kilometer, and for that we are dividing whatever the resultant has been there, we have to divide by L. So normally with respect to with the decibels only, you can call it as 10 log of P naught by Pi or PL. So when comes to with respect to the length, you have to go for decibel with kilometer, then 10 log of P naught divided by PL by L. The signal on the optical fiber attenuations mainly occurs due to the categories like absorption, scattering, and bending. So these are the main things attenuation going to be occur, or the losses are going to be occur in the optical fiber. So there are mainly three categories. One is the material absorption in the fibers, scattering due to the micro irregularities inside the fibers, and bending or radiation losses of the fibers. Material absorption in the fiber has been once again classified three types, like incentric absorption, eccentric absorption, absorption due to atmospheric defects. In that insertion are going to be incentric, going to be infrared UV, eccentric goes for immunities and OH molecules. Scattering, nothing but spreading of the things, has been two types of categories. One is a relay and my. Bending or radiation losses in the fiber has been macro bending and micro bending. So incentric absorption mainly associated with respect to the what is the basic material you are using for the designing of the optical fiber cable, how it goes for the same material you are going to use, how it going to be uh, absorb the things of the light, so that it goes for loss. Incentric absorption, a set of fundamental lower limit absorption for any particular type of material. Suppose I have designed an optical fiber by using the silica type of material. How much the silica type of material having the property of absorption? Okay, if it goes for absorb that type of signal of loss of the signal, we are going to call it as a incentric absorption. So electronic absorption band of UV region or atomic vibration of the bands near in the IR region. So normally in this, how the UV absorption of electrotransmitting within the glass molecule has been extended for shorter wavelength of the fiber transmission, and the photon are going to be interacts with the electron in the valency band and exhibits a higher energy level. Fundamentals of infrared or infrared absorption is that whenever the interaction between the vibrating bond and the electromagnetic field of the optical signal results in the transfer of energy from the field of the bond and giving rise to the absorption, nothing but it's going to be internally hits the bond formation of the signals, and it's going to be absorbs the energy of the molecule of the vibrations. That goes for the infrared of region of absorption. So this is a graph for photonic energy in terms of losses with respect to the wavelength of attenuation characteristics. We have to see this is the absorption of the things, it goes for the linear scattering of the thing, for absorption of the material with ultraviolet region, and this is with respect to the infrared region. And normally these are the scattering losses, it goes for increasing of the type of the thing with respect to the loss with respect to the kilometers. Eccentric absorption. Impurity absorption results in the presence of minute quantity of impurities presence in the fiber material. Suppose we are designing the optical fiber by using core, by using a glass type of material, the core and the cladding. At that time I cannot go for 100% of silica, it will have 90% or 95% of the silica material, and the 5% goes for some other type of material, it going to having that hydrogen, any type of the material is going to be present in the silica designing of glass type of material. So how these materials are going to be nothing but less signal less material has been there. What are the impurities? Those will be the 5% of the material will be called as the impurities. How much that signal is going to be absorbed by that material are going to be called as a eccentric absorption. These impurities include OH, water ions that are dissolved in the glass of the transmission of metal ions such as iron, chromium and copper. Transmission of metal of impurities present in the straightening material used for direct melt of fiber in the range from 1 to 10 dB per kilometer. So mainly the impurities, whatever the impurities, if you go for water impurity of the concentration less than 100 billions of required of attenuation, less than the signal is going to be lost. Nothing but how much it goes for 20 dB per kilometer. Earlier optical fibers have the higher levels of OH ions, which has been resulted in large absorption of peak of occurring of the signals. In the olden days, OH ions has been present in the designing of optical fibers, so the signal are going to be lost at most of the cases. So major eccentric mechanisms of the laws occur with respect to eccentric phenomena is with respect to water or with respect to OH ions. OH ions are the bonds in the glass structure since they are present in the glass itself and have the absorption peaks with respect to the maximum molecular volumes. So that since OH absorptions peak and sharply peak and narrow, the spectral window exists around 1.3 micrometer and 1.55 micrometer. So these are the peak values with respect to the wavelength of the transmission of the window with respect to optical fiber. The attenuation when you measure with respect to the wavelength, the first window and the second window, nothing but second of the thing and third of the window of the case with respect to the wavelength. If you observe, this is the wavelength of the phenomena and the attenuation. So it goes on decreasing. Nowadays we are doing more on research on this in order to reduce attenuation due to the OH ions. Three major spectral windows where the fiber attenuation is going to be low. The first window is 850 nanometers of attenuation with 2 dB per kilometer, and the second window is 1300 nanometer of attenuation goes for 0.5. If you observe the graph, you can able to find that 800 is going to be less only with respect to 2.5. So these are the cases with respect to the window. We already discussed that. Next one is absorption due to the material defects. So we have done with respect to incentric and eccentric, how they are going to. Incentric is nothing but majority of the material which we have used for designing, that going to be absorption we are going to call it as incentric, and some of the impurities present in the material of the optical fiber is going to be absorbs the signal. Those type you have calling that as eccentric absorptions. Next one comes defects, like when the designing time or when we are structuring time, we have the some of the material defects are going to be present with respect to optical fiber. Those also leads to the loss like absorption losses. So atomic defects which are imperfect in the atomic structure of a fiber material. Example, missing of the molecules, high density of cluster of the atom group, oxygen defects in the glass structure, all these leads to the atomic structure defect of the material. These also leads for the absorption. Atomic defects are small compared with the incentric and eccentric absorption unless the fiber is exposed to ionized radiation such as a nuclear reactor environment. When comes to the utmost environment case, since it is a normalized environment, these type of absorption with respect to defects we can neglect. But if goes for ionization of radiations, then this type of absorptions are going to be higher in the cases. Scattering losses is results in the attenuation in the form of radiation. It's going to be have the power are going to be lost in terms of radiation. Suppose I have given a power in electrical energy, but it going to lose the energy in terms of a heat. If it is losing their signal power of the signal in terms of heat, like thermal energy, that type of losses we are going to call it as a scattering of losses. Scattering of the light is not continue to satisfy the total internal reflection in the fiber core. Scattering losses in the glass arise from microscopic variations in the material density and compositional fluctuations. Like the density of the material has been varying, it cannot travel through that phenomena, then it going to lose their energy. Light energy is going to lose in terms of a thermal energy. Nothing but we are we are reducing the power of the signal. Those going to comes under the scattering type of losses. Compositional fluctuations and homogeneities of defects occur due to the fiber of the manufacturing. So scattering losses, if you observe some of the material has been not properly placed, we can go for local inhomogeneities. The total of the light ray is going to be traveled across the core. So what happens then? The total internal reflection concepts cannot work over here for the transmitting of the signal. So this gives rise to the refractive index variations which occurs within the glass over the distance for small compared to the wavelength. Index variations causes relay scattering and Mie scattering. So what's the relay scattering is results of a random inhomogeneities that are small in size compared to wavelength. Suppose have the signal of the light properties is very less with respect to the wavelength, then the refractivity of inhomogeneities are going to be exist for the fluctuations. And relay scattering losses are inversely proportional to the quadratic wavelength. Next one is bending losses. Radiative losses occur within the fiber undergo a bend of finite radius of curvature. Nothing but we are using the optical fiber on the ground. It cannot be the ground layer is cannot be going to be a straight phenomena. Sometimes it having the bends and curvature in the radiuses and the optical fiber also. So at that time we are going to having the these type of losses like macroscopic bending and microscopic bending losses. So what's the macroscopic bending losses is the curvature is decreases, the loss increases exponentially until certain critical radius of the loss becomes observable. Nothing but if you observe over here, the curvature is going to be more and the radius are going to be reduces, but as increases the distance, the loss is going to be increases on the case. These type of phenomena we are going to call it as a macro bending losses. And next one is micro bending losses. It's going to be a small, that's why it will be called as a micro. Repetitive with the small scale of infrastructure of the radius and curvature of the fiber axis. These are caused by non uniformities in the manufacturing and non-uniformity of layer pressure due to the cabling or proper not cabling of the packages. These types of bendings we are going to comes under the micro bendings of optical fiber. Thank you.